What is going on, guys? It's Jerry here, long time no see. Today we are going to be talking about how to locate deep areas in a river or creek. Without further ado, let's get started. Have you ever wanted to go catfishing or cast your lure somewhere deeper to see if there's some deeper bass there, but you just never know where it is deeper? Well, today I'll be explaining a few situations and techniques where you can easily tell the deeper areas of a river or creek just by looking around you. So for our first situation, we have a curve or sharp change in water flow. Now, first of all, water doesn't just, bend and just change direction like that. That's just not how the world goes. Something has to guide it. In this case, it would be the outside bank. As you can see in my beautiful drawing, the water will be constantly hitting against the far side of the bank. The far side of the bank will therefore guide the water to a different direction. You see where I'm going with this? If you didn't catch on, let me explain. The current will be constantly hitting against the far side of the bank. This will not only make the river wider, but also deeper. This is due to a concept called helical flow, where water will flow in a spiral. The bank will push the water downwards, digging into the bottom, making it deeper. Now, this is the exact same concept with any logs, rocks, or any obstacles. If you see a submerging log, a concrete pillar, or big rock, the water will hit against those obstacles and be pushed down, making a deeper area. Next concept is very straightforward, and it's telling deeper areas by color. Now, most of us already know this, but when a river or really any body of water has a change in water color, it gets deeper. So water absorbs light, mainly reds and yellows in a spectrum. So as depth increases, less light will be reflected back to your eyes, making it appear darker. In clear water, it's pretty straightforward. If you ever see a dark green or dark blue spot in murkier or dirtier creeks or rivers, you could still sometimes tell if the water becomes more dark, usually in the middle, but it also doesn't work a lot of times because the particles changing the color. So this is why this next technique will help you, which is observing the current. If you see an area with fast, choppy water, and then suddenly it becomes more calm and smooth, that means the calm part is deeper. Let me explain. When water is shallow and has less space to flow, it's going to interact with rocks, uneven bottoms, and gravel, creating choppy ripples, whitewater bubbles, and small swirls. This is the choppy part of a river you would see. When it drops to a deeper area, the water will have more space to flow and less interaction with the bottom, making the surface much smoother. So whenever you see a transition between choppy and smooth water, it is likely that there is a drop-off or a dead pool. This next tip is also very simple and more of a hit or miss. As we all know, vegetation requires light to perform photosynthesis. In deeper water, less light will penetrate, meaning less vegetation or no vegetation will grow in deeper waters. This isn't always applicable. For example, in ultra-clear water, light might be able to penetrate very deep, meaning that there will be a chance that even in very deep waters, there will still be vegetation. In contrast, very dirty waters might have vegetation in very shallow areas only, since it will be difficult for light to penetrate that muddy water. Now, these are the main ways you can find deep water while fishing rivers and creeks. Again, this can be useful when you're trying to find some flatheads or you're trying to cast in a deeper area. Now, I do want to mention that deeper water does not guarantee fish. A lot of fish like bass like to hang out in shallower areas, so don't feel too restrained by deep water if you don't find any. It is totally normal for a fish to be in shallow water, and it wouldn't affect your catch. If there is something I didn't mention, feel free to comment down below and be sure to leave a like. Thank you for watching, and you see you guys next time.